Senator J.V. Ejercito has filed the Eman Atienza bill targeting cyberbullying, fake news, and online harassment, particularly against young people. Named after the late daughter of TV host Kim Atienza, the measure seeks tougher penalties for cyber libel, hate speech, cyberstalking, and the non-consensual sharing of private information. The bill requires online platforms to remove harmful content within 24 hours of verified complaints, suspend offending users, and preserve digital evidence. It also ensures victims receive counseling and legal aid, while perpetrators may face jail time and fines of up to 200,000 pesos.
Joining us now is Senator J.V. Ejercito, who recently filed the Eman Atienza bill, a measure that seeks to curb cyberbullying, fake news, and online harassment. Senator, thank you for joining us.
Yes, good morning, Diego. Good morning, Angela. Thank you for having me in your program this morning.
All right, Senator, let's get right to it. No, we know we have current laws in place already, but I'm sure you've seen gaps in these laws to a point na until now, medyo mataas ang incidence of cyberbullying. So what really prompted you, aside from what happened to, of course, Eman, to file this bill?
Well, you know, Diego, Angela, mental health issue is a clear and present danger facing the youth of today. No? And me, personally, I have had about 4 friends or people that I know of who had children who committed suicide. That's why it really struck me when Kuya Kim's daughter Eman took her own life as well last week, no? Kasi pang-apat na ito, and I have seen how they have suffered, no, until now. So likewise, I would like to clarify that the official name of this measure is anti-online anti-online hate and cyberbullying bill, no?
Okay.
Yung pong Eman Atienza is just a nickname, and so that it will create awareness and familiarity with the current issue. And I also for the information of everybody, I also authored the mental health law, which was passed in 2019. So consistent naman tayo dito with regards to mental health issues, no? And I think that this bill will be supplementary to the other measures, no, that like the mental health law, and likewise yung pong Cybercrime Prevention Act. People will say meron na tayong Cybercrime Prevention Act and Anti-Bullying Act, but they are limited in scope, no, because with this measure the protection of our citizens is expanded by clearly defining, no, ito yung pagkakaiba, online hate and harassment, and setting penalties for such acts. So we will just define yung pong online hate and harassment with this bill. This will be supplementary to the other measures. So
I understand from what you're saying, Senator, you're talking about a clearer definition of who the perpetrators are. I'd like to ask you about, kasi it's clear about who the bullies are and who this law intends to penalize. Pero there are also sinasabi nilang yung passive bullies, Senator, who prey on the weak and then positively iniengganyo nila mag-suicide without bullying them. What does the bill say about these kind of people?
Well, you know, Diego, Angela, probably we will ask the experts, no, yung po mga psychologists, psychiatrists, and those who are more who will be an authority to speak about this, no? Hindi naman tayo specialist about that. So once we hear about the bill, then we will probably call the stakeholders who will have knowledge or expertise on this, on how we will be able to deal with this with these matters, no? You know, it's really, I'm worried also because I have two young boys, and I have seen that, you know, this day and age, almost all our youth are really into social media, into and parang ito na yung buhay nila eh. So sad to say na mas marupok yung mga bata ngayon compared to us, no? Because sabi ko, ito na yung buhay nila, but us who grew up without this, we have other lives, no? Outside of this. Pero once they are so scared of backlash, of being bullied once
Yes.
they committed something. So I think these are the factors that gave those who took their lives, yung mga nag-suicide, nakilala kong mga anak ng friends ko, they were really scared of the backlash and being cyberbullied. So hopefully, if this will be scheduled, siguro, I think this will fall under the Committee on Health because it's a mental health issue. Hopefully, Senator Rizzo Ontiveros, the chair, probably would call on the stakeholders and the experts on mental health for the hearings.
Well, coincidentally, I think November is Mental Health Awareness Month, no, Senator? I was wondering kasi if this bill that you just recently filed would also address the high cost and shortage of psychiatrists. Kasi right now, Senator, no, sa public clinics, no, they would charge 400 to 1,000 per session. Kapag private naman, it would range from 2,000 to 5,000 pa. So yung iba, 'di ba, mamimili na lang sila, kakain ba ako o magpapatingin ako eh. So I was wondering kung this will also address the issue.
Good question, Angela, no? Because the mental health law was passed in 2019, but the implementation parang nag-take off lang siya recently, 2022, 2023, and as in just like in any other program, funding is really the key, no? Just like in po sa Universal Healthcare Law, which I also principally sponsored and authored, yung pong National Integrated Cancer Control. These are good measures, but you need funding for these programs to work. With this mental health law, we hope to fund it so that the establishment of yung pong mga wards, no, that would setting up of mental health units in certain hospitals, no, siguro yung mga apex hospitals is part of the law. So we will try to fund it. A good thing this happened also, though, so that we will have awareness on, we will be able to justify putting additional funding for the establishment of these mental health units in certain hospitals. Because tama kayo, it's this November we have to be it's a mental health awareness month. So I think we really need to fund this, talagang ano na eh. And also I think we have to educate people that it is okay. Yung may sabi nga, it's okay not to be okay.
Yeah.
Dito sa Pilipinas kasi parang when you go to a psychiatrist, psychologist, akala ng tao may
Sira ulo ka na, yung
kurong-kurong
ganon.
ka na, no? May
That's
ganong may ganong perception. So I think Diego, Angela, people have to be educated and begin to accept that, mental health, those who have problems with mental health need assistance and help.
That's
So hindi natin dapat sila i-ostracize, and I think we should even encourage them to go to psychiatrists or or to go to counseling. So marami tayong dapat baguhin
That's
because
right.
I think this is new to us. So with the passing of Eman Atienza, who incidentally is not just a victim, but who was an advocate herself
Yeah.
about safe online spaces, about mental health. Hopefully, we can really push this measure, funding for this measure, so that establishment of the mental health units in different hospitals will become a reality.
Senator, while welcome yung mga mental health units, no, to address yung the effects of bullying and mental health issues on the long term, meron ba tayong or currently do we have yung mga emergency units in place, such as call centers that have counselors online? Kasi statistics show that yung mga those who are prone to 24/7 bullying and have thoughts of suicide, if you nip it down in the bud within 10 to 15 minutes, you're able to save a life within that time. So do any of these people have access to any emergency hotlines if they need it?
I think that's a very good point, Diego, no, Angela. I think we really have to establish now a call center,
hotline,
or a hotline, no, for those that really need help. I think we can explore that possibility now that tamang-tama po, because budget season now. Hopefully, when we resume during the plenary, we will ask the Department of Health if they can already, together with the ICT, already establish a hotline or itong pang help, those who would need help and counseling. Tama kayo, you're correct, Diego. No? Yung 10 to 15 minutes
Malaking
could
bagay,
save lives
Senator.
ulit. Malaking bagay na yun.
Yeah.
And we really, bottom line is yun po. I
Yeah.
think we really have to give importance now. I consider mental health as a clear and present danger facing our youth and
Exactly.
everybody else today.
Senator, of course, just to be clear, what kind of online behaviors does this bill explicitly cover? Hate, harassment, ganon? Because of course, people will always ask, how are you going to measure or how are you going to strike a balance between protecting the youth online and of course, safeguarding yung freedom of expression? Of course, people will always say that.
Well, probably, Angela, that will be determined, as we go on during the hearings. This is just a proposed bill. So, yun po, yung delineation ng hate, what is considered as hate, harassment, and cyberbullying, vis-a-vis against yung pong curtailment of freedom of expression. Of course, we are, yun namang social media, is a platform, is a forum for expressing ourselves. We do not want to curtail freedom of expression, but at the same time, we would want to save lives as well because
That's right.
I have, again, doon po sa akin past, in my experience, 4 of my friends already, whose children already nag-suicide because of fear of backlash or
Yeah.
were victims of cyberbullying. We really have to give attention to this also. So, yun po, we will just have to determine that as we go along and we
Yeah.
will ask the stakeholders and siguro yung mga psychiatrists and psychologists will be able to determine what can be classified as hate, online hate, cyberbullying, and harassment
Harassment.
against
Yeah.
yung pong curtailment of freedom of
That's true.
speech.
Pending yung specific, Senator, kasama ba sa suggestion nyo is also reformation of the bullies? Yung probably because if we teach society that these things are bad, baka also mabawasan ng mga bullies.
Well, ang kasama lang dito yung counseling parang for mental health, no? But we will look into that. Siguro yung reformation, siguro talagang well, I don't want to speak. Baka sabihin nila
Yeah.
I'm a politician. I'm just curtailing them, no? Pero I am also a victim of cyberbullying
Yes.
and
We
from
all
time to time.
are.
Yeah. But that's part of life, and I
Yeah.
think we were hardened because our generation went through
That's true.
yung pong dati binabagyo tayo, pumapasok pa rin tayo, di ba? What is reality? We had exposure. What I am worried really, Diego, Angela, are the present, yung pong youth today, which are more vulnerable, and yung pong I think yung their lives really is read social media already. So that's who we have to focus on and try to save as much lives as we can. And
Right.
sabi nga ni Eman give a little kindness every day.
kindness.
So
Oo.
yeah, that's the bottom line.
Senator, I was wondering kasi nga alam mo naman yung minsan yung mga bully, mga keyboard warriors sinasabi nila ay nagtatago yan sa likod ng mga fake accounts.
Mga trolls.
Oo, mga trolls, fake accounts, fake pages, etc. Or sometimes gagamitin lang nila yon para makapang-bully pagkatapos nun deleted na yung page, no? So I was wondering kung na-envision niyo na po ngayon while creating that law kung papaano natin ma-enforce, no, given the online environment, no, na dynamic that we have right now. Paano natin
Well, Angela,
ma-enforce?
Yeah, Angela, now, nandiyan na yung sabi nga, nandiyan na yung anti-cyberbullying law, no? And, once implemented, that's the only time we will see the weaknesses or if there's a need to strengthen or amend para to make it more effective, no? So, ito namang pinapas naman nating anti-hate will be supplementary to this existing laws, no? So, hindi, we will see and again, I think it will be important to have this hearing already so we can see the weaknesses and how we will be able to strengthen and improve the present law, that is the anti-cybercrime law. And ito namang if we can improve further this anti-hate and anti-online hate, no? If they can work together and complement each other.
Saan sa inyong interpretation ba ang trolls? Kasi may mga politicians also who are victims of bullying and they are victims from trolls. So ang definition ba ng trolls, are they also considered bullies?
Well, I would say so, no? Because they really ang nakakalungkot dito, Diego, Angela, for example, yung Twitter before, I was so active there because it's a forum for healthy discussion, debates, but towards the end, parang naging
Battleground.
toxic na.
Tama ka ko, Sen.
Naging
Sabi mo
toxic
yung word
na.
healthy discussion na wala sa social media.
Nawala yun, Diego, no? And naging pabastusan na. Pag meron
That's right.
tumira sa, parang somebody would comment that is really, halimbawa, bastos talaga. Mas dapat, mas bastos yung sa kanila. So,
Clapback.
it's social media is a new, I would say it's something new. Unlike mainstream media that there is accountability, 'di ba? Meron tayong etiquette that this will be followed. So we just have probably to mature with this new online social media and itong bagong newfound online freedom of expression, no?
Right.
It's difficult so we will have to see. Tingnan natin sa mga hearings on how we'll be able to police or promote etiquette once again in social media.
Parang kasi sa media, Sen, pag may ginawang mali kami sa media, of course, there are strict penalties in place that
That is
keep us
correct.
in check. But matagal na usapin na to sa Meta, sa X. How do we strike a balance between holding them accountable and losing investments on their part?
That's a difficult part because social media is a new animal, so to speak, compared to the mainstream media, and that's the big difference, no? Kayong mga nasa mainstream media, you have accountability and you really follow this code and ethics, no, and among media practitioners. So this is why we really have to get the experts on this time and hear them out on how we will be able to penalize those who really spread fake news and who are really consistent in bullying people online, no? And ang nakakatakot, di bali kami politiko, sanay na kami dyan I am really worried about the young people who are more
right.
fragile or more fragile and vulnerable and really affects them. No, talagang ito yung buhay nila na nakakatakot because
right.
as far as taking their own lives, no? And I have seen 4 of my friends really suffer, no, from the death of their children as a result of this online bullying and
Well, Senator, we're looking forward to the discussion of this bill sa Senado, no, sa komite ng health. But for the meantime, since you're here na rin, baka pwede naman tanungin ka na namin ng konti tungkol sa Senado. Kamusta po sa Senado ngayon?
Well, ngayon we were busy the past month, although we were on break. Nag-break muna doon sa floodgate
Flood control
scandal
issue.
so to speak, flood control issue. But we were kami ni Senator Gatchalian, the chairman committee in finance, and myself as the vice chair of the committee. We have been very busy hearing the different budgets and agency, no?
Right.
I was always there kasi during the budget hearings because ito naman kasi again ang budget hearings yung pong agencies and departments go to the Senate, go to the House and then go to the Senate because what is approved, meron sila pang proposed budget, then but they will have an approved budget from the DBM, yung po yung National Expenditure Program, which usually it's cut, no? Talagang bawas na bawas yun. And that's why we have hearings to hear what programs will be affected and what programs really need funding. That's why yun po, I am proud to say that what difference really differentiate the Senate, yung pong we are known for the institutional amendments, no? And I would say na we are guilty of insertions, but good insertions. Ang sama na kasi ng word ng insertion.
Yeah.
I'd rather call it amendments. No? For
Amendments.
example lang, no, Diego, Angela, for example, the Department of National Defense, they have a proposed budget. For example, AFP modernization of 50 billion. Pag dumaan po ng NEP, magiging 10 billion na lang po yan o 20 billion. Pag dumaan minsan ng House, nagiging 10 billion na lang. Nababawasan pa. When it goes to the Senate, most of the time, we not only restore it, but sometimes more often than not, we augment it. Dinadagdagan pa natin.
Yeah.
Di ba? Because hearing, especially for the precarious situation of the West Philippine Sea, so dinadagdagan po natin yan. For example, Department of Health, ganito yung proposed budget po nila. Ito na yung approved ng NEP. Ito yung sa House approved budget. They will go to the Senate. Ako po, of course, I'll be biased. The principal author of Universal Healthcare. Ano ba maapektuhan? So, dadagdagan po natin yan. And we will introduce the amendments. So, yun. I think we were busy this past month hearing all of these agencies and departments. And we will have some good reforms and good news probably, no? Si Senator Gatchalian and I and the other and our colleagues work together to introduce reforms and improvements. May mga magaganda tayong balitang in the coming weeks, no? As we go on and as we bring the budget hearings to the plenary.
Sana nga, Senator, we're looking forward to that. But also, lastly, no, Senator, quickly lang po, katanungan ng marami, ano po ang stance nyo sa impending, supposedly, pagbabalik ni Senator Lacson sa Blue Ribbon?
Well, you know, I can work with anybody. Actually, kami ni Senator Lacson, we had a good professional relationship, no? Actually, naging victim din ako, Diego, Angela, ng fake news and online, misinformation that when Senator Lacson resigned, nagkataon na ako daw yung naging cause. Now that he is making a comeback to the Blue Ribbon Committee, ako rin daw yung nagtulak. So, nalilito na rin ako. But bottom line is just, it was even offered to me, no, nung nag-resign si Senator Lacson.
Okay.
But before that, we were communicating already I was communicating with Senator Lacson. Before he resigned, I suggested even to call on some people or personalities that need to be called. And he agreed, no? Sabi ko, sir, we already, na tayo, yung sa Bulacan District Engineering Office, Kala Alcantara, Bryce Hernandez, no? Na tayo dyan. Namuro na tayo dyan. We have to look at the other districts who are notorious as well. Yung pong Bindoro, na 1 billion yung NEP, naging 20 billion. 1.5, naging 20 billion in 2 districts. So, notorious din po ito, and I suggested for him to call the regional director and the other DPWH officials in that particular district engineering office in the region 4B, which he agreed, no? So, ako naman personally, this is the biggest scam or corruption scandal ever to hit in our history, our government.
Yeah.
Those who will really be found guilty has really to, kailangan talaga may makulong. Certainty of a punishment is really a must so that, people's trust would be regained in government.
Right.
Kasi tirang-sira ang gobyerno ngayon, no? And ako naman, my concern with Senator, if ever si Senator Lacson, we have to be consistent in knowing the modus, no? Kung sino talaga yung perpetrators, who are the most guilty. Let us just refrain. Ako po yung naging siguro dito ko na na it seems that we are diverting that time na parang other personalities are being named but we are already forgetting yung pong linya natin on the real perpetrators of this whole modus,
that's right.
Most guilty. And I think, Diego, Angel, I really have a good picture on idea on how they did this modus, no? Kaya nga, hopefully when the Blue Ribbon Committee hearing resumes, I will be presenting ito pong modus, how the proponents and how the DPWH counterparts
work together.
did this whole collusion.
Scheme.
Oh, may
and the biggest
pasabog si
scandal.
Sen, ah.
So may pasabog po kayo sa pagbabalik
pasabog kayo,
ng
Sen,
Blue Ribbon.
Hindi naman, because ano mo, I also became a member of the House of Representatives.
Right.
No? And I still have a lot of batchmates or friends in the or former colleagues in the House na nagkwento rin sa amin on how things were done. No? Hindi naman lahat ng congressman salbahe. Hindi naman lahat ng kontraktor salbahe. Hindi naman lahat ng senador salbahe. But because of the sins of a few, lahat
Yeah.
sila
Nadadamay, oo.
nadamay lahat.
Okay.
So they
Alright.
gave me some information. So I more or less I have an idea on kung paano talaga nila ginawa itong scheme na ito. Talagang nakakalula.
Abangan namin
Grabe,
yan, Sen.
talagang
Abangan namin
Abangan
yan,
namin yan.
Senator.
din talaga.
Oh, we have so much question but we don't have much time anymore. Pero yun nga, abangan po namin, of course, yung usapin sa budget, kung ano po mangyayari dun sa unprogrammed funds. And of course, syempre, ang tanong din po dito, Senator, kung iimbestigahan niyo ibang lugar, uunahin niyo po ba yung turf din daw ng Pangulo natin, which is sa Ilocos? Alright.
Yes, we will look into that. Sa akin
yan,
lang naman, no, yung in-expose si Congressman Toby Tiangco, nakita natin doon yung mga lumobo, yung mga district after GAA. So, right
Yun
there
ang-
and then, kita mo na talagang may mga nilagyan silang distrito na alaga nila and doon nila ginawa yung kanilang
Scheme nila.
kalokohan.
Okay, alright. Maraming salamat po muli sa inyong oras, Senator JV Ejercito.
Thank you.